Hi, Tom Corliss here, near the Disneyland Resort, staying at the Hilton Anaheim, and I accidentally booked a room on a pool deck that's being resurfaced. So at 7:02 a.m. I was woken up by construction noises. They've stopped at the moment. This is the second time I'm recording this because it was so bad a few moments ago. But the machine to resurface is literally an inch and a half from my window right now. So keep that in mind. At any point, noise may happen. But I am here this weekend for a number of reasons, but one of the main things I wanted to do was try the new Lightning Lane Premier Pass at Disneyland Resort, which is, it's going to launch, Lightning Lane Premier Pass in name, a similar system, will launch at Walt Disney World in a couple of days. We'll be there on October 30th to try it there. It's going to be for select resort guests there, at least during this pilot period. And for the pilot period here, in limited quantities, they are selling it 2 days in advance on the Disneyland app. So regular Lightning Lane or Lightning Lane Multi-Pass today is $39, and that will allow you to skip the line, skip the standby and get in the Lightning Lane at a number of attractions. I believe there are 23 total between the two parks. It's good at both parks, but it is $39 today. Obviously, you don't get to pick, you don't get to go anytime you want. You have to pick the times available, etc. There are caveats there that won't be in the Premier Pass system. The other two attractions that are Lightning Lane but not included in Multi-Pass are the individual Lightning Lane attractions, which would be Star Wars Rise of the Resistance at Disneyland and Radiator Springs Racers at California Adventure. I believe the max price on both of those is $25. I think that's what they are today. And so between the $39 regular Lightning Lane and the two individuals, if you wanted to try to access all of those attractions today, it would cost you $89. Obviously, this Lightning Lane Premier Pass is actually $400 right now through this test period. It will drop, depending on crowd levels, to $300 at times next year. I think they're also doing a discount. There they go. I'm going to try to talk through it. They are also going to do a Magic Key discount, I think, in January if you want to try it out. But we're going to try it out today. We have 23 attractions between two parks to hit. We're not even rope dropping. It's already 9 a.m. We're going to see how bad the security line is on Harbor Boulevard, coming off of Harbor Boulevard, and see how much we can do. My expectations... well, before we get to let me again make sure I've clearly explained this. Lightning Lane Premier Pass will allow you access to all 23 Lightning Lane Multi-Pass and individual Lightning Lane attractions for $400 anytime you want. So anytime today during park operating hours, I can access these attractions as long as they're operating. So that's how this is going to work. And yeah, so my expectations are for two parks, again, much cheaper than a VIP tour, basically kind of like a, unguided VIP tour, if you will. I think this is going to make sense for here if you are coming on a once-in-a-lifetime trip. You only have 1 day and you're visiting all of Southern California. There are circumstances where I think if this is in your budget, it's going to make sense. Now, we're not going to get into the ethics of this decision by Disney, right? I've already yelled about it. Obviously, charging for something you once didn't charge for is not great to the consumer, but the consumer has clearly accepted it because sales are very, very good. So as long as the consumer has accepted it, it doesn't make it right, but it does mean it's working. So there's nothing we can really do. The genie is out of the bottle now, and paid line skipping is now a thing industry-wide, which, they held out a long time. The moment Disney introduced free, Universal began a charged service, and Disney, to their credit, to the management of that period, for nearly 20 years, they held out on that. But here we are now, and we are paying to skip lines, and you can choose to do that. You can choose to not. You can choose to give Disney your money or not. Totally understand if you don't want to. But for those of you who are going to do this, because we are still in business, I'm going to walk you through this experience and tell you if I think it's a value. But my theory is going to be that for two parks and 23 attractions here at $400, we're going to like this a whole hell of a lot more than we're going to like it at Walt Disney World, where it's cheaper, but they're selling individual parks. That's my theory. We'll see how I feel on October 30th, but also we'll see how I feel about this service today. I say we get started because time is burning and we got 23 rides to ride. How much do I have to pay to skip this? I will give them $400 if it skips this. Security was not the longest line I've ever waited in here, so that's fine, but luckily the turnstiles aren't too bad either. So I think we'll be in, it's 9:28 now. I assume we'll be in 2 to 3 minutes. As you can see, it is a busy morning, so that's why I bought for Saturday. I could have bought for Sunday, but I figured today would be slightly busier and thus prove the worth of the pass, not only for work, but for my own enjoyment. Let's get you guys a castle view. So I think we're going to try, because Indiana Jones is always a struggle. I think we're going to try to do, while it's the morning and maybe it's open with the park, we're going to see if it did. I'm going to knock out Indiana Jones because that is a lightning lane that probably takes a longer amount of time to utilize. The merge point's pretty early in the queue, and then also if the ride goes down. That seems to be the number one offender, so I think that it's going to be that, and maybe Pirates is kind of on the way, so I'm going to try to squeeze Pirates in, maybe? Is Pirates still on Lightning Lane? Still a thing? Can never keep track here. We'll find out. And then I think go to Rise and try to get Rise and Falcon done all in about an hour and a half. That might be too bold just for walking, because then we're doing a review meal at Hungry Bear. Since this is opening weekend, Arlo will join me. That'll be in a separate video, but so we're going to go see how this works. Some quick things I want to mention. First of all, I really like, again, I don't like the fact they're charging $400 for a line skipping service, but Disney IT famously, you know, in the past has not thought things through or achieved them, the things they set out to. And one of the things that has been achieved, I really like the sort of checklist that shows up in the app. But let's start first things first. While we're walking, I'll tell you about how to purchase the Lightning Lane Premier Pass. The first thing to do is open the Disneyland app, and it'll pop up. Again, you can buy 2 days in advance. You hit it, you buy it, and once you're done buying it for you and everyone in your party, then it changes at some point to this redemption menu, which has essentially a checklist, which I really like. So in theory, I assume what's going to happen as we do things, they're either going to disappear from the list or move down to a list that is things we've already experienced. I really like that, because this sort of pay one price, skip everything when you want system has been at other Disney parks, the international ones. And at different points in time, it either A, didn't tell you what you've already redeemed, or now most of them do tell you what you've already redeemed or what you have left. So it's gotten more intuitive over time. And I've come to learn that they generally kind of use the international parks like Shanghai and Hong Kong, and even Paris to an extent, as a litmus test for the American audience with these things. So Shanghai was the first one to ever do paid line skipping of any kind in a Disney park that wasn't a VIP tour. And then Hong Kong and Shanghai have both had these, you know, packages and such you buy that let you skip a number of things whenever you want. But yeah, so we're going to see how this checklist works, but I'm going to scan in at Indiana Jones. I'll just leave you guys on at this point so I can show you us scanning in. I'm going to jump in here. It's pretty backed up already for pretty early. Let me go to the front page and hit redeem. I got to hit redeem on here. That'll give me my code, which I may have to block out because I think it's also my ticket. We'll go this way.
This is our line. You have to get a return time where you make it. Okay.
There we go. It's 1 out of 23. Let's go.
you safe and sound, here are special belts attached into the seats. Simply pull it from the right, inserting it into the left. It is unlike anything you have ever experienced, I assure you. Very dangerous.
Me paying $400 to
Well,
skip
my
a
friends,
line.
your moment is drawing.
So in total, we waited about 15 minutes until we loaded the vehicle. It's an estimated 40. So in theory, so far we've saved 25 minutes. Since it's on the way back, we're gonna do Pirates of the Caribbean. Open my app back up, click redeem. Oh wait, now it doesn't think I have it. My app did something weird. It says purchase. I already have it. Uh-oh, we're running into our first problem. I'm gonna restart the app. There are my hungry bears. It wants me to buy multi-pass. It's telling me to purchase Premier Pass. Oh no. I already have it. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Will it still scan? But I want to check my... I want to know what I have left today. If this is broken, that's horrible. I want to... yeah, there... Okay, so it's still under my day. Just having a weird glitch. I mean, still not great at... $400 you have to work from day one, I'm sorry, but I mean, at least it seems to be back. So let's do it. So once I went to my day and actually like found redeem again, once I did that, I got it back. So redeem is back on my front page again, and now I can show you guys that Pirates and Indiana Jones are checked off our list.
Adventure in some of the old pirates, eh? Sure, you've come to the proper place.
Standby versus Lightning Lane. I want to see the guy get hit with the chair. I don't think we're at the right time in the loop, though. Hit the guy with the chair. Come on. No, we're not going to see the chair.
I will not talk.
Sarah's face. When he hears tell, 'tis only me what's got the goods.
It's just no easy running out of them blasted lovers. Oh, that blasted pocket-picking pirate.
Moving worm today. There it goes. The helmet jump. All right, we did Pirates. Arlo's here now to help me do Hungry Bear Barbecue Jamboree. How does it say? It still says Splash Mountain on the Braille map.
And Critter Country.
Well, that's wild. Here, I don't know if I can get it in here. There, you can kind of see it. All right, let's keep going. So I did... I've done Indy and Pirates so far. I think we're gonna go check the, unfortunately, the banana pudding?
Yeah.
Banana pudding is not on mobile order. So we're gonna go see if we can rope drop Hungry Bear and get that. So it's gonna put a little delay in my plans, but luckily I have the ability to skip the line still at 21 more attractions because I gave them $400. So it should be all right. We'll see what happens. Why did I go to Indiana Jones first? Because this is why, because now it's down. So far so good on our plan. All right, so while we were eating at Hungry Bear at 12 o'clock, I got my boarding group for Tiana, and it was instantaneous. So gonna do this and then back at our Lightning Lane Premier Pass, where we have 21 things still to go this afternoon and this evening.
Tiana was right. There are musicians out here that really are good. These cats can play.
Get wet. Here we go. Oh no. No, please. Oh, my socks!
It's not so teeny weeny.
These tiny musicians you found sure do bring the heat.
Good, can they dry my socks?
Get there in no time. Yes, sir.
Very excited to ride 21 rides led. Oh my god. Oh my god! Larry, 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 Larry. Oh, there he is. Juju!
Be careful with up in knees, you bad boy, you.
It's now 1:30 in the afternoon. By the time we were done with Hungry Bear and Tiana. I have 21 rides left to do, and one of them is Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. Obviously, it's the Halloween season. It's Halloween time, so they're going to switch over in the not too distant future today. A couple hours to Monsters After Dark. And so I got to go do that now. We're going to go start on DCA. Disneyland's open till midnight, so we're going to go back to Disneyland after. But for now, Guardians, and then start cranking through everything in this park.
Next party, right? Thank you.
My friends, you're one step closer to your exciting encounter with the Guardians of the Galaxy. standing in my private office.
I know.
Where I carefully scrutinize each and every piece that comes to me from different parts of the galaxy.
Let's mute this guy.
Hearing your incessant clattering on a constant loop was a big motivation for me to escape.
Ouch! Ow! That was not part of the plan. One of the Guardians of the Galaxy. The smart one. Listen up. He's gonna put you on a gantry lift for your tour. I'm gonna sneak on top of your lift and take us all the way to the big old generator control room. I'm gonna blast that thing and destroy all the control systems, which will open up every cage in this freak show and free my friends. Our buddy Mantis is in the getaway ship waiting for my signal, and then we'll be on our merry way. It's a foolproof plan. I'm gonna take this. No.
Ride number 4. 45-minute posted wait time. This is honestly going to be one of the best actual wait time cuts of the day. You wouldn't think because it's just Monsters Inc., but since they introduced Lightning Lane, this merges in a terrible spot. I've waited out here, posted 45, actually 45 minutes. It's been that bad since Lightning Lane ruined this queue, without doubt. But don't worry, Pandora will do even more to it. I'm alluding to the fact that this ride is closing.
When this human child throws me with his telepathic control, it made me dance like a chicken. I fought toward my own, and then it grabbed me with a giant hook.
Oh, boo, we gotta get you home.
Observation. Decon unit is positioned. Spread out and lock it down. There's nothing down here. All units, here's the girl we're looking for. The twin liner. Number 1. Decon unit guard. Look, boo, there's your door.
We're almost there, kiddo.
Kitty's gotta go now. Sleep tight.
I forgot that one of the Lightning Lane attractions in this park is Grizzly River Run, so I'm now sitting in direct sunlight as to make sure I'm nice and hot before I get wet again. Luckily, my shoes and socks are already wet from Tiana and probably are going to be like that the rest of the day. This is a long Lightning Lane. I'm going to start counting my wait time here because I'm already waiting here, so only fair. Ride this a lot, so I didn't know about the ADA load area. This is brilliant. This is really fantastic. It pulls off to the side and it stops and you can load in there. And the flow of the rest of the ride is going to continue. That's fantastic. I'm pretty wet. The sun's right there. This side of me is drenched. I would have filmed the ride a little more, but it's always weird as a single rider. You're with 7 strangers. So I don't want to say we're kids on the boat, so we don't film in that case. Tried to film off the boat a little bit, but we're not really here to film rides today. We're here to try to do 23 attractions with this Lightning Lane Premier Pass, and we're 5? We have 5 now? Yeah, 5 out of 23. Right up the path from Grizzly River Run, it's Ariel's Undersea Adventure. Let's go. They have a posted 30 here, but it says 35 here. But we're gonna go in the lightning lane. That's a cool one. I haven't been this way yet. On the eyes, very cool. That might be the best scanner here. That's really pretty. I love our mermaid ride. The facade and the queue are way better, but I love this like classic Fantasyland style mural in this one. Larry Nicolai from WDI, I think the artist, but really, really pops.
Let me start at the middle. What? No, what am I thinking? That's a terrible place to start a story. I'll just tell you how it ends. No, wait. I got an idea. I'll start at the beginning.
You want to know how you know when you go on rides too often? I'm going to show you how you know you've been on rides too many times in your life. Here we go. Put it in the bag, swim around, pull it out of the bag, brush, and put it back in the bag. There you go. This thing never looks good, ever. Feed. Look, his eyes work. Oh my god. Magic Kingdom, are you watching? There is one major difference in this ride, and it's coming up. It is an Easter egg, and it's over here. Oh, look. Another Sebastian with his eyes working. Magic Kingdom. Oh, Magic Kingdom. That makes 3. That's 3 for 3 on the working eyes. Oh no, I forgot. Goofy Sky School. Here comes the pain. Posted 40-minute wait. Hi. I won't be filming on this. Too painful. There are no words to describe how much I dislike Goofy Sky School. It's so... I'm going to talk about maintenance in a little bit, but Sky School doing the worst of everything I've rode today. Everything's rusty or dirty or damaged. The billboard's ripped. It's not great, but it's also like just not a good ride. It's not a Disney ride. Speaking of things that aren't Disney rides, to the Incredicoaster. I forgot Toy Story Mania on the way, because I never ride it here, because I have it at home. Why ride it here? Well, we've run into an issue. I wish I had my phone out. We just rolled through the first game. We didn't stop. We just went through the ham game without stopping. But you see here, nothing's happening. Oh, this is going to be a long 6 minutes of nothing happening, I guess. I wonder if game 3 is going to work. We now finally have a 0 score, so I bet it works now. Yep, there we go. I broke 200,000 without playing 2 games. We didn't play the first 2 games, and I still got 222,000. So they were very nice. They gave this extra turn ticket. The other people in the car just didn't bother to say anything, which I don't know. Everyone's different. I just expected everyone would have said, hey, we didn't play the first 2 games. It was just like, he wanted to know what row I came from. That was it. And then he gave me this, and you go back around. There's a line. You can see the white rope right there. So I can go right there and go again. I'm not really in the mood to, so I think I'm just going to go ahead, but this is cool to see. Listed at 40 minutes is the Incredicoaster. It looks like it might be every minute of that based on the length right now, but
For an incredible ride.
no, it's okay. It's Fisher Bird.
I like the Incredicoaster.
Sure, slap our names
On an old ride. I keep timing things really well today. They had the countdown and then go. There's another train right behind them. Oh, maybe they're gonna go now. There they go. It's a fun roller coaster, just not very Disney. It's just the theming's very blah. That's why I know people going on and on about Epic Universe being this great thing, but an unthemed roller coaster was deemed part of the failure of California Adventure in 2001. There are 3 pretty unthemed roller coasters in that park, so I don't know. People put on blinders. It's been 12 years since this opened, and this is still one of the coolest things I've seen anywhere in the world. Coming through that entrance from San Francisco every time, it's always amazing. That's my favorite entrance of any land in any park, period. So it's kind of decision time. I think I'm gonna do Web Slingers and maybe Soarin and then leave, go to Disneyland and leave Guardians and Racers for when it's actually dark out. So I'll pop back over here. So I think we're gonna do Web Slingers, maybe Soarin, maybe I'll leave Soarin even. At least Web Slingers. There goes Superhero McQueen for Halloween. I think we'll do Web Slingers at least, and then go to Disneyland and crank out more of that list. But I think the nice thing about being able to pick the time you do things are these outdoor rides, right? If you prefer them at night, if you think they're cooler at night, you could leave them all for the evening. That's the true benefit. And that'll be the benefit of Walt Disney World too. It'll be, you know, if I want to leave Tron and Tiana for night, I can, and Big Thunder for that matter. I don't think anyone in this line knows what this is. Everyone's turning back.
Let's go back.
That's right.
And now our project lead, the brilliant Peter Parker.
Hey, what's up? I'm Peter Parker, and here at Web we got access to some pretty awesome tech, like vibranium from Wakanda, or this crazy alien juice stuff. We have pin particles and star tech. It all helps us develop really cool stuff, like these spider bots, for example. Check it out. They have this really cool self-replicating feature.
Because
this is awesome. Buddy, you can stop doing that now. But anyway, you guys are here today to help us test the Web Slinger vehicle. Using onboard tech, you will be able to sling webs just like my buddy Spider-Man.
Peter, your presentation is getting away from you. Start.
Don't call Mr. Stark! Don't call Mr. Stark. Sorry, Chow. Could you just call someone else? Ask them to do it.
Okay, contacting Spider-Man.
I'm gonna go find Spider-Man first of all, because he's around here somewhere. Okay, goodbye. Spider-Man!
As you... This is now a bigger problem. Activating threat level protocols.
Hey guys, what's up? I hear you have a bug problem. I'm here to help.
You made it. Great. Threat level is of exponential nature. You might need some help. Perhaps I'll call the Avengers?
Don't worry, everyone. I got this. Okay, everybody. Open house is canceled.
Wise idea.
And I could use some help.
Yes, you could.
Sharon, prep the Slinger vehicles.
Already on it.
Everyone head to the Slingers and we'll team up to stop the spider bots before they destroy the campus. It's easy.
Okay, you have a plan.
Better tell Tori.
I think that's a wise decision, Peter. For your safety, please remain seated.
It is a 45-minute posted wait for Rise of the Resistance, which is not bad, mind you. But I will tell you, a family walked by me just now. I was finishing my soda here. They walked by and they all stood there and they go, "Should we buy the thing to skip the line?" And they all like had a discussion, how much it is, blah blah blah. And then they're like, "Oh, well, we're still here tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow." But people looked at a 45-minute wait and were like, "We could pay to skip that." And so I think, you know, obviously as return guests, as people who go a lot, which most of us are, we lose sight of the viewpoint of the regular guests sometimes. And again, like, people, when it's a vacation, sometimes don't necessarily think about what we consider to be a good or bad value, or they're just like, "Oh, I could not wait 45 minutes for," and they were a group of 8. So, you know, 25 times 8, you're talking $200 at that point, you know? So, just worth mentioning. But now we're going to go skip the line into the lightning lane and Rise of the Resistance. Hi.
Perfect, on it.
Incoming transmission from Ray.
BB-8, is everyone assembled? Good. Shouldn't you be in flight prep? Recruits, thank you for joining the calls.
Engage repulsors and hold on, recruits. All ships, launch. I am Lieutenant Beck. As you heard from Ray, I have been tasked with getting you to Bakara. Right, so keep it tight now. Let's get ready to make that jump to light speed on my mark. Black Leader, we're picking up an unusual signal. Are you...
Cargo vessel TR-141, identify yourselves and prepare to be boarded.
This is TR-141. We are a civilian vessel. By whose authority are we being detained?
By the authority of the First Order, Resistance scum. Now bring down your shields and prepare to be boarded.
No, quick, get there! They'll want the location of our secret base. Tell them nothing. The future of the Resistance is at stake. I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
Get out.
Lies both sides of the hall, stay together.
Still a really cool moment.
The Resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
You're needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Take this corridor to the turbo lift, then head down to the escape pod base. Those droids are programmed to return you to Bayou. Hurry and don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you.
Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer.
Bye-bye.
Lieutenant back here. Back? I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure. Bravo! Yes, R5, you too.
Man, what a bust Smugglers Run was. 15 minutes. People got tired of this quick. That Mandalorian update cannot come sooner, man.
How many was it in total?
Thank you. It is a ghost town in this queue. I almost think the queue is better than the ride. I mean, it's a gorgeous land. Just the substance isn't there in the ride sometime. I guess just this one. I like Rise. I don't think it's even 15 minutes. There's no one in there. Completely empty in that room. That can't be more than 5 minutes to the merge on that side. I think there's more people going through the Lightning Lane because we paid for this and booked it. Yeah, so that's the end of the line right there. It is only a few more people that are in the Lightning Lane. They're gonna have to wait for us to go first, but nonetheless, it's pretty funny.
You remind me of me, but without the bounty on your heads. Recognize a few of you. You've flown for me before. I can't believe you made it back. That's it. Good you made it back. Good for you. One of the engines blew up again. We'll talk later. I have to do everything around here. Yes. Hello, my friends. I am Hondo Onaka, and this is Onaka Transport Solutions.
Alright, now we're going to see the real value of this, because I got 5 hours left and a lot to go. Those are just long experiences, especially Rise with all the pre-shows. I'm looking up into space, apparently. There we go. Those are really long experiences. So on the way out, Big Thunder is going to be right here. And then we'll probably jump over, but I got to see. Because we also get Roger and Railway. I know they'll reopen after fireworks tonight. So maybe we'll just leave those for later. And let's just go do Big Thunder now and then get over to DCA. Almost didn't get that one on camera. I'm not doing well with the camera right now. Alright, Big Thunder. Posted wait time. My screen is very bright. Let's lower that. 45. Let's see how long it's going to take to get on here. I was the first of the next train, and so the cast member goes, what row do you want? I was like, I don't know. He's like, just tell me. He's like, I guess the back. So here I am. Yeah, I don't know. The back, obviously the best on Big Thunder, but yeah. I'm just in an indecisive mood. I'm just worried about finishing my list. So Toontown is open until 8 p.m. tonight. I have 45 minutes. That should be more than enough with Lightning Lane to achieve Roger Rabbit and Runaway Railway. I'm gonna cut this way. Roger and Railway should be doable very quickly. Railway will take a little longer because of the pre-show, but Roger's one of the best Lightning Lanes ever, and also one of the worst because I love that queue, but you literally go right to the load area. Like, you don't turn, you just go straight in the building and the load area is right there. So Roger, we'll do Roger first. It'll take probably 3 or 4 minutes total in that building. And then my favorite ride, Runaway Railway. And many of you know I'm being sarcastic. Although I do like the one here better. But let's try to knock those two out and then we'll run to DCA. With 2 hours left, should be enough time to do Soarin, Racers, and Monsters After Dark, I think. Merry Christmas. It's now 7:22. Rogers posted at a 30, but again, this is a really good Lightning Lane. So it'll cut that off. Railway's down to a 15, so it's not going to be a huge benefit, but closes at 8, opens at 10. Yeah, we could have done this later, but this is far back, so I'm going to leave. What's left for me at Disneyland is just Tomorrowland and Matterhorn. So it's going to be, what is it, Matterhorn, Autopia, Buzz, Space, Star Tours. There's something else missing. What am I missing? What am I missing? It's hard to keep track of these 23 things. Oh yeah, it'll just be those 5 then. Okay. I think we can do this. This seems doable. It should be with the amount of money we spent. But you know, sometimes Lightning Lanes aren't fast, and we're not getting a special Lightning Lane. Like, our Lightning Lane is as fast as everybody else's. We just get to go whenever. So in some cases, your timing will be everything, right? So, you know, your experience can certainly differ from mine.
If you go inside here, that's where the line, the regular line is.
Time for the night field.
Holy smokes, Roger! We've been there! Hey, boys, what about to take it down?
We want a China show.
Warning! Danger! Danger! Warning!
Hey! Let go of me! Hear that?
This'll make a swell hood ornament. Woo. Oh, no dip. He's not shooting any dip. You don't have any. Whoop. Thanks, Rod. That was literally a 1-minute wait before we were in the vehicle. Now we're gonna do Runaway Railway. My favorite. Alright, 7:30. Let's see how long it takes to get to the pre-show. It might be 15, but it looks actually pretty busy. Hi. This is worse than 15 minutes. This is way worse than 15 minutes. I mean, yeah, I guess they're not using this turnaround, but still. That's gotta be more. Maybe not. This is such a great queue. The queue makes it. This is a Tokyo level queue. The propping, the music loops, everything. It's just so good. I hate this ride, but I love this. I literally just ride this once a trip just to see the queue. And it makes you think what a great ride it would have been if you just did a Mickey Through the Years ride like they were originally supposed to. Like how much better would that have been? Something for everybody. Alright, I'll see you guys at when Minnie kicks the dog into the trunk.
Good times are here to stay. We'll get away and have the perfect picnic. We'll sing a song, and absolutely nothing will go wrong. Look out! There they are! We'll be right back!
Down the drain.
Don't be shy. That's right. Everyone to your positions. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, excellent. You're all waltzing so beautifully together. Oh. Now, let's conga!
Hope you had a relaxing time, and thanks for riding around the park with me. Well, how do you stop one of these things? I'll just check my trusty man. Let's see. Oh, yes, I'll just press all the buttons and see what happens. Hope you don't have any other plans. Yo. Well, hey, pickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Nothing can stop us now. I'm so welcome to finally ended. We've had one crazy ride. I'm with you by my side. The stars will be our guide, and nothing can stop us now.
So Racers was down. It just came back up. It's already at 120. I imagine the Lightning Lane's going to be bad. So I may just leave that for last, I think. We're going to jump to DCA now and do Soarin and Guardians, and then we'll brave the Racers Lightning Lane, which I'm sure will be bad. But that'll finish DCA, and we'll come back and we have 4 things in Tomorrowland and the Matterhorn left in this park. I realize I very much need to eat, because otherwise, if I wait until midnight around the time I'm done, like, maybe I could be done a little before midnight and eat Bengal barbecue, but maybe those 5 rides at Disneyland are going to take a hot minute is another possibility. So what I'm going to try to do is I have until 8:30 to pick up my mobile order from Flo's. So what I'll try to do, it's 7:55. I'm going to jump in line for Soarin now and see what happens. That's the shortest of the 3 of them, I think. I mean, Soarin still, even with Lightning Lane, usually takes a few minutes, but I think I can pull this off. Let's see. I mean, Guardians and Racers alone. Guardians, no matter what, because the merge is so early, like, yeah, you save a lot of waiting time, but you also still with the Lightning Lane, after that pre-show, I've waited near 30 minutes before. That's why I think I kind of want to leave that for last. Like, Racers doesn't have a pre-show, so yeah, it'll be backed up, but it'll keep moving. So I think the plan is Soarin, scarf down a turkey sandwich, do Racers, and then do Guardians, and then it'll probably put me a little past 10 p.m. close in this park, and then we'll jump to Disneyland, which has a midnight close, and do those 5 Tomorrowland rides, and hopefully complete this checklist. A lot of the Lightning Lane signs at both parks are not well lit or clear, and so there often is a lot of confusion. Like at Big Thunder, like a good 20 people turned out of the lane in front of me because they didn't see what it said, and it wasn't their fault. It even seems like they have a lane here for people who are invalid. They like created a turnaround lane for either if you don't have it or you have the wrong time. Just so you know, I've been counting the time it takes to scan in also, because I feel like that is part of the line. Because obviously standby, you just jump in it. Lightning Lane, I think from the moment you jump in, you're in line. Because this is, oh wait, I'm waiting to scan. It's part of the queue technically. Alright, Soarin. If you're one of the Floridian tourists watching, I know there's not a good reason to do Soarin necessarily in a different place, unless you're here during California Food and Wine where they run Soarin over California. But this little Aviation Hall of Fame's a cute reason to come see it, if nothing else. It's not a strong reason, just if you have more than a one-day visit and you have the time. I think it's a cute little thing to see.
Nice work, pal. Soon you will be airborne. So if you or your little aviators have a fear of flying or heights, you might want to wait for your party at the arrival gate. Okay, let's review. That is seatbelt carrying on, safety strap, fear of heights, keep your hands and arms inside at all times. Anything else?
I don't know if I can. I'm in row 3. I don't think it'll be nice. open still. Okay. Hopefully, sometimes this late at night, they close the outdoor seating section at Flo's because the Californians are kind of averse to a slight chill in the air, which there is. Also in an effort to close the restaurant quicker when they actually close. And for them to go home earlier, but you know, obviously I like the Halloween loop and the atmosphere out here at night, so I try to sit outside at Flo's this time, and then we'll do Racers and then Monsters After Dark. A very Halloween night at DCA. Vampire Mater coming by. The good news is Vampire Mater's coming by. The bad news is Radiator Springs Racers is not. It went down again. So we may jump in line. I may jump in line for Monsters and just hope when I get out that Racers is back. Well, we're definitely going to save some time now. This is a 100-minute wait.
He gets 8. I found his tiny little heat signature, see? All those other heat signatures are, well, don't worry about them. Listen up. You guys can be a big help while I look for my pal. A gantry lift full of warm Terrans makes a really great distraction. I just need you to wave your arms, scream, whatever it takes, and then all these things will, never mind. You in? It doesn't matter. That was rhetorical. Now let's move. Meet me at the gantry lift.
So it's 9:30 now. Racers is still down. It looks like they're actually trying because you could hear them starting the ride back up, but then everyone rushed to the gate, not understanding that you have to cycle a ride before you reopen it to human beings. So I got a bench. So I'm gonna stay until the park closed to see if this opens. I think it's gonna happen. The fact that they're trying this late means it's probably going to happen. So we'll squeeze this in, and I mean, this and Rise are the two things I had to do today on this. Otherwise, I don't know that the video made sense. But so also, that being said, when this does reopen, I don't think there's going to be a ton of people here. So you know, the standby probably won't be bad either. But I assume they're going to send almost all of Lightning Lane ahead of them. We'll see what happens. I guess we are standing in line for a ride that hasn't even tested yet from breaking down. So this is where we're at now. Cars are cycling, so we may only be a few moments away. That seems like, again, why would you even try why even bother if you're not going to reopen it to guests? Just wait for them to leave the park, right? They are going to do Lightning Lane. I'm amazed they're open this with like 2 minutes left to go, but it's the right thing to do. It's nice. $100 later. I mean, at least we're going to skip some people. I don't even know what to say for a wait time because they're not officially open, I don't think. And the park is closed, so I don't know that they're going to give them a wait time. So I don't know how much time I'm saving. I have no idea. At least a couple moments. There's a decent amount of people that went down standby, but I don't know. This is a weird situation. I've never seen a park open a ride with like 2 minutes to go, but I think in the world of Lightning Lane, there's probably management that doesn't want to refund a bunch of $25 Lightning Lanes, and probably now, I don't even know if it's crossed their minds, like what do they do in my case? Because it's something you charge for individually at $25. I could go and be like, well, I paid $400 for this, and there is a market value on the individual, right? Should I get a $25 remake? We're not going to find out tonight, but I wonder what the answer is.
Spark plug, yippee.
Radiator Springs.
Champion needs speed.
And stop.
Luigi, give our friend your best.
It takes more than your tires to win a race. I'm your new crew chief.
Get it into the groove. So pay attention and do it properly.
Yes! Whatever. Now you have the chance to make this the most glorious race of your life!
Two cars are heckling at each other right now. There's no steering wheel. You didn't do anything.
I feel like we could.
So what ended up happening was they opened the standby and then Lightning Lane stood there. They uncovered the readers and then finally they let us through. By the time they let us through, standby was already going into the ride. So people scanned a Lightning Lane for this ride to not actually skip anybody. Now, again, I have the package, so there's a lot of gray area there in Premier Pass, but am I supposed to think that whole group of like 60 people that was standing there for Lightning Lane bought Premier Pass today? Because I don't know that I believe that. I don't know that many people even know it exists yet. So, like, I just feel bad for the people that spent $25, paid for that, and then didn't skip anybody for $25. Like, it's been redeemed, so they're not going to get the automatic refund. I don't know, just a weird thing to think about. I'm just very curious, but I'll never know the answer. Either way, we road racers. I'm going to go do the last 5 things I got to do at Disneyland. It's 10:22. I'm going to look at wait times in a second to give you guys an idea of how bad the 5 things are we're going to do. I assume they're not bad. And probably the last 2 things we'll do, we probably won't even skip anybody. But maybe we will. I don't know. I don't know what a 12 o'clock close on a weekend in October is like. So we're going to find out. But yeah, what remaining is Autopia, Star Tours, Space Mountain, Buzz Lightyear and Matterhorn. So, Buzz Lightyear is 10, Star Tours is 15, Autopia is 5, but Space is 45, and Matterhorn is 90. So if I do Matterhorn now, I could pad the stats a little, right? We cut off a 90-minute line. Or I could work my way north, right? I could start with Buzz and Star Tours. What should we do? Should I pad the stats? I mean, it's not padding the stats. We're actually going to cut off those people. I assume, look, if it's a 90-minute wait now, in an hour, it still should be north of 30 minutes. So either way, we're going to save some time. And I will tell you this, I've already looked at where we are as far as perceived minutes we've cut. Again, like, there's no way to know what the actual wait times were. We know what the posted ones were. But I will tell you that it's quite a bit of time we saved. And even if it's maybe, let's say, 3/4 of the number is reality, it still makes a strong point. So yeah, so you know what, I'm gonna start nearest to where we are. So we'll do Buzz and Star Tours first and work our way out.
Advanced astronomics and the latest IC360 camera droids. With more flights to more destinations, why not take your tours with Star Tours? Convenient daily departures. Star Tours is not responsible for lost or destroyed luggage, missed flights, disruptions in service qualifying, or entanglements, meteor showers, asteroid belts, or black holes. Hasty pilot droids are here. Hyperspace travel and camp droids not available on all flights. Rules are subject to change without notice. Have a nice flight.
So there was no one there. So there's no actual wait. We didn't really save any time coming into Star Tours. Also, the gimbal's freaking out. So posted 15, but actually nothing. Star Tours kind of dumps you out by space as opposed to by the Buzz Lightyear entrance. So I'm going to go this way. I have never seen whatever this is lit up. This empty clock in the middle. Is this something they did in the refurb and I didn't realize? They just threw a bunch of twinkle lights in there. I don't know if I can zoom in. Yeah. Wacky. I like it. It feels old. Maybe it's been there a long time. I don't even know. I've never seen that lit in that way. But we're going to scan in. So this says it's a 45. So we're definitely going to save some time here. Star Tours was a bust. There was no wait. But this is what happens on a midnight close. But the thing is, you may come here and buy this and it won't be a midnight close. Especially, you know, if you come the time of year where the hours are shortened, that might be the best time to get this. With a midnight close and an 8 a.m. open, you probably have no... If you know, if you don't want to spend the $400, you don't have to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's avoidable, right? You can rope drop at 8 a.m. and get stuff done. You can stay. You know, if you can make it till the end of the night, you can definitely get some short wait times at the end. But things like Space Mountain's always going to be 30 or 45 minutes at least. Same with Matterhorn, right? Unless you somehow catch a couple days a year where it's real slow here.
Thank you. You're the king. 7:15 to 1:15. So that way,
But yeah, not everything that has Lightning Lane always needs it. That's true at Disney World, it's true here. It's true everywhere, whether it's called Lightning Lane or something else. But another ride that's hard to film on, so I won't. We just filmed this when it was refurbed a couple of weeks ago, so go watch that. 3 attractions left to go. Again, I don't think Buzz or the Autopia have a wait, but at this point, I have a vendetta. I'm going to scan in at all of these attractions so I can see those completed lists. I need the screenshot of the completed lists, and I'm going to get it. It's 10:56. I have an hour and 4 minutes to do 3 rides. It should be more than enough. May even have time to grab a sweet treat on the way out. Who says that? Where did I get that from? A sweet treat. I know who I got that from. My girlfriend. It's some viral thing. It's like a TikTok where the girl's like, I'm in the mood. Yeah, go for it. That was a good meal, but could you get something else? Like, is Lightning Lane this way or is it down there? I have no idea. Is it split off up here? I swear I've done it for this attraction. It splits up here, right? I'm pretty sure it splits up here. I gotta be honest, it's not something I book often. I think I've done it once with Lightning Lane. Fast Pass, I've done it. It's not the same as it was then, right? Did it always split here?
Have a fun drive.
I don't know. It's here. It does split. Oh, that was absolutely nothing. But I got my green. I didn't get the green circle, but I got a green on a phone. So I saved nothing. I literally just scanned as I walked through standby. But regardless, here we are. I want to know what it's like to be 6'1" with the giant legs. This is what it's like. I've never actually, like, since I was a kid, sat on that side of the car. I have to sit in this weird pose where I sit in the passenger seat and drive with a steering wheel on my left side. Life is a large dude. Super fun to drive the Autopia. Also, my knees, it's not comfortable. My knees are in the dashboard and are banging against it, and it's very painful. So, if you wonder why I don't ride this often, it's probably part of it. I think I fit a little better in Paris. I don't know why I feel like I remember the Autopia cars being a little bigger in Paris and being pretty comfortable. Oh my god. I imagine this is what it felt like when Andre the Giant drove. I'm tired. When Andre the Giant drove, oh my god, drived. When Andre the Giant drove. Oh! Doing great, everybody. That's what's next, a Matterhorn. If you've never been on this, the storyline is literally this robot named Bird, friend of Asimo, can't actually fly. This robotic bird is unable to fly. He tries many different ways to fly throughout Autopia, and then in the end, he doesn't learn to fly, nor does he get to. He finds a billboard for a Honda Jet. and like is happy about it. That's the resolution of this attraction, just so we're clear. So the Matterhorn just randomly closed early. There was no warning of this, it just happened. So I guess I don't get to complete the list for an unexplained reason. It doesn't say temporarily down, they just closed. I don't know if it broke and they just said forget it, or they just decided to close early. I don't know what happened, but they're closed, so I'm not going to complete my $400 mission, which maybe the ride hour should be on the app. I don't know. Seems silly, but all right. I guess I'll ride Buzz Lightyear and then I'm going to bed. The Matterhorn line closed off at 10:30. It says in the app 10:30. How anyone would think, why anyone would think that a ride as popular as a roller coaster closes early is beyond me. It's pretty annoying. If I had known, obviously I would have rearranged my schedule and started with that. I should have, when I came back in, I should have started there. But who knows this? Like, who's aware of this weird schedule that the Matterhorn is on? I'm just grumpy because I don't know, like, I may never do this again, and I'd like to complete my coverage, and I wanted to show people what it looks like when you clear them, because as we just saw, actually I haven't talked to you about this yet, when we completed California Adventure, I just went back and looked, there's a little thing the app does where it congratulates you and there's like a fireworks show. It's very cute. And I wanted to see both of them, and maybe it does something if you finished both. But now I will not know, because the Matterhorn closed early, and who would think to look into that? Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna come within one because I'm gonna use the Buzz Lightyear.
I'm trying to go again. Roman ancient.
There's no separate line, but I'm scanning it just so I could be within one and never finish. So I'm so mad. A day of work to come up one short, and it wasn't even because the ride broke. If the Matterhorn broke, I would have been less angry.
You'll rendezvous at Planet Z. I will remain here at Star Command to coordinate the mission.
A sad ending at Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blaster. Oh, this floor. My God, the floor is filthy. A day of guests. My heart wasn't in it. I didn't even do well. I already was defeated before I got on this route.
Mission accomplished, Space Rangers.
No, mission unaccomplished, but mission unaccomplished. Alright, it's time for me to go home and go to sleep and think on the day. I can't even control the camera now. Pretend I've had control of it all day. Go home and think about the day I had. And in the morning I'll record my thoughts on the experience. But right now I'm so mad about the Matterhorn thing that I don't think the thoughts are going to be lucid as to the value or lack thereof of the experience. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. It is now Tuesday night. It's actually Wednesday morning. It's 12:30 in the morning. About to go to bed and do Lightning Lane Premier Pass at Walt Disney World. That's why we had to get a hotel room, because they're only doing it for, right now, only piloting it for deluxe resort guests and deluxe villa guests. And so we're here at the Grand Floridian. And so, like I said at the beginning, I believe my thoughts are going to be more positive for Disneyland Resort than they're going to be for Walt Disney World, but we'll see. So this is the first, essentially, of two videos. If you're interested, on Wednesday we'll be trying it out at Walt Disney World, and then we'll see how they compare. But for now, what I'm going to say about Disneyland is, yeah, it's really expensive, but at the same time, I think it serves a purpose. So when we did, I do a monthly Zoom for our Patreon Wigs members for a certain level. And I was having a conversation with them, and all of them seemed like, oh, for Disney World, I don't think we'll ever do it. And then I brought up Disneyland, and a lot of them they're more Disney World regulars, either who live here or come here several times a year. But the second I brought up Disneyland, a bunch of them were like, oh yeah, well, I've never been, so I would, if we went, I would do it. And then others were like, yeah, we don't go super often, so I would do it. And my point I made to them was, yeah, when I went to Shanghai and Hong Kong, I don't go there every day. I very often buy the line skipping. You know, that's a far trip, and it's not somewhere I go super often. And again, the adage that Christine McCarthy had, which was guests that have more money than time. The interesting point of this is you can do things quicker. And so, yes, this is an expensive add-on, but because you could do things quicker, you could get away with a cheaper trip, essentially. So Disneyland, you know, buying day ticket, if you're not a Magic Key, you know, your days really add up. So honestly, look what I did. Obviously, I did not do every ride in the resort because 22 Lightning Lane attractions, or if it was 23, if I'd gotten on Matterhorn, is still not all the attractions in both parks. There was still plenty to do, right? Pretty much all of Fantasyland and a lot more in both parks. So I didn't complete everything, but you know, most of those things will have much shorter lines other than like Peter Pan, right? And then Haunted Mansion will eventually be Lightning Lane. It's not right now because they're rebuilding the queue and they're only doing boarding groups. Tiana obviously will be in that group at some point as well. So I think you get away with less days, right? I think you could probably do 2 days at Disneyland Resort, one day where you do this and blow through these 23 rides, and another day where you do everything else. And so if your trip is shorter, that's less hotel money, that's less Disney ticket money, and less you have to eat there too. So you could have a shorter trip, or at the very least, if not, make more time in a trip to California for other things. Like I said before, this is not gonna, if you're a Disneyland local, this is not gonna make sense unless it's like Christmas week and your family's coming to town, or very certain circumstances. But as a tourist, there are ways financially you could actually make this work. I'm not saying everyone should get this. I think there are very certain circumstances where if you wanted to spend less days on hotel and tickets, you could end up, even though it would be $400 a person, you might be able to make out, you might be able to actually spend less than you would have otherwise by having less days in the park. It's possible. But also, instead of paying the money, you could put in the work. And the work would be doing research to see when you think might be the best time to go to Disneyland. What are the less busy days of the week? You know, looking at going on, opening a hotel website and looking at the map and really digging in and finding the cheapest places and building a touring plan for the parks. You don't even have to buy Lightning Lane. You could put in a lot of work for any Disney park in the world. With enough work, you could go and do everything without giving them more money. It's doable. It's not fun, right? And that's, look, Disney should not be commended for that, for the experience becoming miserable because over the decades they didn't build enough capacity, and you know, then changing Fast Pass to Genie and then Lightning Lane Multi-Pass, and look, that doesn't need to be commended because it's bad. But the whole industry's like this at this point. So, you know, especially the busier parks, and if they're not busy, then you know, they're financially not doing well, and they're going to spend money until they are busy, like Walt Disney World. So in the meantime, I will tell you, if you want pleasant theme park experiences where people aren't there, Hong Kong Disneyland is still the place to go. But otherwise, I can't promise you at any of the other ones. Sometimes in Paris, sometimes you can find days like that, but less common now than it was a couple years ago. But I will say, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what time we supposedly saved. So I say saved because these were posted wait times. Obviously, they're not all correct because you saw at Smugglers Run, So posted 15, we waited 3, but there was no one on the other side actually waiting 15 minutes. But in some cases, they looked longer, right? I will say for Runaway Railway, that said 15, it looked longer than 15. So here's a quick rundown. Indiana Jones, actual, I'll say posted. Posted wait time 40 minutes, we waited 15 to boarding. Pirates, posted wait time 20 minutes, actual wait time for us 4. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, posted 45, 15 minutes for us. That included pre-show. That was to boarding. Monsters, Inc., Mike and Sully the Rescue, posted 45 minutes. We waited 7. Grizzly River Run, posted wait time of 40 minutes. In the Lightning Lane, we took 7 minutes. The Little Mermaid Ariel's Undersea Adventure, posted 35. We took 5 minutes. Goofy Sky School, posted 40 minutes. We waited 2, and it looked every minute of that 40. Toy Story Mania, 45 minutes. We waited 4. The Incredicoaster, 40 minutes. We waited 5. Spider-Man, 30 minutes, we waited 15. That's including the pre-show. That's to the load area. Rise of the Resistance. Now, this one's tricky. It was 3 minutes for us to the pre-show, 17 minutes to our holding cell. I don't know how you want to count that. I counted it as to pre-show. Smugglers Run, 15-3. I told you that already. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, posted 45. It looked bad. We waited 5 minutes. Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, posted at 30. We waited about a minute. Runaway Railway, 15-minute posted wait time, 3 minutes for us to the pre-show. Soarin, 20 minutes posted wait time. We waited 7 minutes. Monsters After Dark, posted at 100 minutes. 10 minutes to the pre-show for us, 17 minutes to the load area. Radiator Springs Racers, it's a shame this got disqualified. So imagine if this got factored in, usually I dare say you at least save 45 minutes. We aren't even factoring this in the numbers here because it didn't work out. We wrote it, but didn't really work out. Star Tours was posted at 15. We waited 2. Space Mountain posted at 45. We waited 5. Autopia, 5. You saw we skipped nothing. And same with Buzz. We pretty much skipped nothing, so I didn't even count those. Our total number of minutes saved in our day, again, this is an estimate because we don't know what the actual wait times were. We saved 585 minutes, give or take. If we divide that by 60, that is 9.75 hours of queue. We may have skipped almost 10 hours of queue for $400. That's a lot. Now, again, with hard work, rope dropping, staying late, building a touring plan, playing the system right, you can go do a lot of things at Disneyland without giving them money. But you could also pay and have a really good time where you and your family don't have to spend the day on the phone and do things when you want to do them and the things you want to do. Now, I know some people have complained, oh, well, you only get to do things once. I get that. But at the same time, I don't know, given the... Look, at a park like Universal, with the attendance where it is, they could get away with letting people go back through a line skipping for a ride. At Disney World, parks with 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 people in a park on a given day, having a bunch of people that keep going around in circles through the Lightning Lane on Rise of the Resistance and Racers and things like that is probably not the best idea. Like, I'm with you. I want it. But also, if you're VIP tours, you don't want that to happen. If you're VIP tours, you need there to be a reason for people to get your service. And the reasoning there is there's still more to that. And one of the things is, yeah, if you want to just loop around on the same ride over and over, you can do that with a VIP tour. Go for it. The other thing is, like, they get, a chair at Disneyland Resort. They get a chair for, people get seats to watch and reserve viewing space for parades, for fireworks, things like that. So there are things with the VIP tours that, that's still considerably more money, but there is a big difference still between that and this. But I will say, I think, again, under the right circumstances, the price point is definitely high. But under the right circumstances, I think there are plenty of people that are going to get this to work for them. And we're not getting into the ethics of it, because I'm with you. I get it. You know, you have every reason as a consumer to be mad at Disney. Totally understand that. But living in this world where this exists and reviewing it for the sake of people who are interested in it, I'm going to sign off on it at Disneyland. Again, like if you've been several times and you've done everything, like this is not a thing I'm going to go by regularly. But if, you know, I believe in a couple months, my girlfriend and her family are going to go, and a lot of them don't go very often. We're probably going to do this, right? Like, and I think everyone's going to have maybe a day, maybe less, maybe more or less. And in that situation, it might make for a really good time for everybody who doesn't get out there super often. So under the right circumstances, I think it makes sense. Me, as a regular, as a Magic Key holder, I don't see another set of circumstances under which I end up buying this. But that's the point of it. It's not a thing to be bought every time you go. It's for people with more money than time. But also, like I pointed out before, between hotel and tickets and stuff, I think you could game the system a bit. I think if you did the math, I think for some people they could find a way to where it would either be even, or they'd actually end up a bit in the black from doing this and not booking a couple more nights of hotel or a couple more days of tickets, because Disneyland day tickets ain't cheap, man. So it's out there, it's available, you can book it now. Like I said before, sometimes next year it's going to be $300 apparently, and they are going to do a discounted period for you, I guess, to kind of try it out. So if you are a Magic Key holder and you just want to try it because you're wondering what a day like that would be, maybe you just think that'd be fun. Maybe it would be fun to just, you know, splurge on you treat yourself, right? Like Parks and Rec said. Treat yourself to a day at Disneyland where there are no rules, where you can ride whatever ride you want, whenever you want, at least once. You know, and maybe when they do that little Magic Key discount beginning of next year, that's a fun time to try it out. So those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments how you feel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. If you're enjoying this content and more like it from us, you could support us by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, be sure to watch our video about the the Walt Disney World. Sorry, it's very late. I need to go to bed. About the Walt Disney World Lightning Lane Premier Access, or Premier Pass, I should say, service, which we will be reviewing on Wednesday, which I think is the day this came out. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and we'll see you real soon.